Crossroads. And you're Jenna?
Yes.
Okay. You like to be called
Yeah.
by Jenna?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So today, first I'd like to start off by discussing payment with you. I know that you're currently staying at the halfway house.
Yes.
So as long as you stay there and you pay your rent, you tend group and do the other responsibilities that you have to do, the service will be free of charge for you.
Okay.
Actually, it is expected that weekly we have at least a 60-minute session.
Yeah, they told me about that.
Okay, good. So first, let me get some personal information. You have down here for your emergency contact is Barbie and Kent, and their phone number is 219-555-1234.
Yes, those are my parents.
Okay, your parents, Barbie and Kent. You are 25, and you don't have insurance.
No.
But that's okay. And we have your address as the halfway house.
Yes.
And there we can get in contact with you with this phone number, 219-555-1212.
Yes.
Okay. So, when you came in, you filled out consent forms. Okay. So I'd just like to talk to you a little bit about confidentiality. Just so you know, everything that goes on here is kept, confidentiality. And the only time, except in cases of life-threatening situations in which I would have to inform the individuals or possibly the authorities.
Sure.
Okay. So in today's meeting, I was hoping to get an idea of what you would like to get out of our work that we do together. So what are some of your concerns as they recently?
Well, right now my biggest concern is trying to find a job because, like you said, I have to pay rent at the halfway house.
Yeah.
And I just want to get back on my feet after being in prison for 3 years, So that's probably my biggest concern right now.
You were released this week?
Yes, I've just been released and I just moved into the halfway house.
Okay. So how do you like it so far in the halfway house?
I mean, it's better than prison, but it's definitely a huge adjustment, So, I mean, it's all right for now.
Yeah. No, I understand. You wanna get a job and you wanna be able to support yourself.
Yeah.
So, have they talked to you a little bit about how they're gonna help you out with that, or have you attended group and that kind of things? Have you gotten any?
I mean, a little bit, but I know it's going to be really hard to try and find a job with being a felon and a pretty dangerous slap on my record. So
yeah, you want to tell me a little bit?
Well, I mean, basically it was a domestic dispute. That's what they like to call it. But my ex-boyfriend at the time, or baby daddy, he liked to be physical all the time, and one time I felt like he was going to go after the kids. We have 2 kids. Well, actually at the time we had 1 and I was pregnant with our second, and so he was coming after me and our daughter, and he had already hit me a couple times and tried to push me down the stairs, and I stabbed him.
Okay.
Basically, I mean, I felt like it was self-defense because I didn't know what else to do.
But it wasn't the first dispute?
Oh, no. He had done this for a long time. I mean, he had been arrested before for it, so...
Okay. Had you been taken in?
No.
No? Okay.
So, basically, this is, just kind of
Yeah, that sounds like a tough situation. So, tell me about him. Is he still alive?
He's not, no. I mean, he wants to be, but I'm over that. I mean, we had a very, what I would say, normal life before this, and now he, all this craziness and I go to jail. I was sentenced for 5 years, but I got out in 3. So, you know, now my life is turned upside down, and our kids are, my parents have custody of the kids, and he's trying to get back with me, and I'm like, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, you feel like you're blaming him, you know, for.
Yeah, I mean, I take responsibility for what I did, but
Right.
you know, I was just trying to protect myself
That's
and
how
our
you felt.
kids, you know. So, but no, I'm not gonna get back with him. I just want to get myself and try and get my kids back.
Now, is he in jail?
He
Prison?
was, but I mean, he basically got like a little slap on the wrist when I'm, you know, sent to prison for a long period of time.
Does he have custody of the children?
No, and it seems like he could care less about that, so he doesn't even see him, so
Really?
yeah, which, I mean, hey, I'm fine with that.
You're fine with it?
Yeah,
Okay.
so.
Who has custody of the children?
My
Foster?
parents
Okay.
do, yeah, so, and my parents have been really supportive, so,
Yeah.
of me, because they understand that I was trying to, you know, protect myself and the
Mhm.
babies, so.
Well, that's great to have a positive
Oh, yeah.
social support there, and yeah, that's a strength. Not everyone has that.
Mhm. I hope that once I finally find a job, I can maybe move back in with them. They've talked about once I get
Okay.
things straightened out, you know,
That
in a couple months, that, yeah.
Going to allow you to move
Yeah.
in with the children. Okay. That's nice.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, we can definitely work. That can be something we work on together. Is finding a job.
Mhm.
Do you have any other concerns at this time?
Probably just, you know, I don't know. I mean, I obviously want custody back when I can, but I know they're in good hands right now, and, you know,
That's
I just want to
nice,
start
yeah.
working on the relationship with them again, because I actually had the youngest in prison.
Mhm.
So, I mean, he doesn't even know me, really. You know, they've came to visit a couple times, but he's only 3 years old, so he doesn't even really know who I am.
Yeah.
Where my daughter, she's 7 now, and, you know,
Mhm.
she understands a little better, but he doesn't at all.
Yeah.
So,
So
probably
you feel like you want to build that relationship
Yeah.
back up with your children, especially. I mean, a 3-year-old.
yeah.
Okay. So what kind of job were you wanting to look for?
I'm pretty much going to take anything that'll let me, because I know so many jobs won't hire people who have records. So
Yeah.
pretty much anything that'll help me get on
Yeah.
my feet.
So you're flexible
Oh,
about
yeah.
that.
Definitely.
That's great. Did you work before you were in prison?
No, I didn't. I
No.
was stay-at-home mom, and, you know, we
Okay.
kind of had the whole white picket fence type family until, you know, he started drinking all the time and started getting abusive. So, you know, and you try and hide it as long as
Yeah.
you can, but, you know, things
But, yeah,
happen.
they do. So you never worked. You never had a job. Not even high
I
school.
mean,
Okay.
when I was young, I used to babysit, but
Okay.
that's it.
Yeah.
I do have a high school diploma. I mean, I
Okay.
did go to high
Good.
school, and I took 1 year of college classes, but then I, you
Okay.
know,
So while you
started
were.
having babies, and then,
Mhm. And then that's.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's definitely something we can work on. And getting you, allowing you to move on with your life, moving out of the halfway house.
Mhm.
There are going to be a lot of things that you're going to have to, a lot of rules you're going to have to follow.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be here to help you with that too, because the more, that if you start to, come in late from curfew or,
Mhm.
kind of skip out in our sessions or, group, that kind of stuff is going to affect whether you can leave.
Right.
So I just want to keep that in your mind.
Yeah.
It seems like, you have a really positive attitude about it, and, that you want to do what you have to so you can,
Right.
So, is there anything else that, you'd like to discuss with me?
Well, I mean, I just moved into the halfway house, obviously, so I'm still getting acquainted, but, I mean, do you think that they're going to allow me to go out and see my kids?
Yes.
And,
yes.
You know,
there's a lot of rules about that. That's something I'll have to talk to them about, but, yeah, you can earn those privileges to go and, to earn free time, basically.
Okay.
As long as you're following the rules and, doing what you need to. But, yeah. So.
I mean, so far it seemed like a good deal. Like I said, better than prison, so.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So before, is there any, did you grow up going to church? Is that something you'd like to start doing, or what are some things you like to do?
Well, I don't really know.
No?
It's been so long since, you
Yeah.
get to choose what you want to do. Growing up, I mean, we went to church. I mean, it was kind of more of a Easter and Christmas type of thing.
Okay.
But,
Yeah.
we did. It'd be nice. I think my parents, take the kids to church sometimes, so that's nice. Other than that, I don't know, I just like to go out and go to the movies, or, because it's been so long.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to just be able to do pretty much anything.
Yeah. Did you stay in contact with any friends, or maybe some cousins, or, family?
Yeah, I have some cousins that I've stayed in contact with. Not really my friends, because once I got involved with Bob, who was my ex, he pretty much, stopped all that. I didn't really have any good close friends after we got into a relationship.
Okay. So
he just kind of liked it, just me and him, Yeah.
Controlling.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
but you don't really think of that at the time.
Yeah. But now it seems like you're able to reflect back.
Oh, yeah.
And see things
Sitting
a
there,
little
I've
clearly.
definitely had some insight into my past and what I don't want to do anymore, which is get back with him, or, because sometimes he'll write letters, and I just think it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I hope I don't end up back with him. I know,
So you hope you don't?
Yeah, I mean,
You
I
think
feel like I don't want to, but, old habits type thing.
Something we can work on.
Yeah.
Because if you don't want to end up back with him, I mean, now you're saying there's a lot of negative things that were going on in that relationship.
Right.
You don't want them to happen again. Then, something we'll work on together.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So it seems like we talked about a lot. And
Yeah, oh yeah.
a good
I have
understanding
a very
of
complicated life.
of what we can work on together. So, then I will see you next week.
Okay.
All right,
Thank you. Bye.